Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yang berbahagia, Tan Sri Abdul Wahid Omar, Chairman BIRS Malaysia, Puan Ruzi Rani Ajit, Chief Executive Officer CGS CIMB Securities, our distinguished panel of speakers, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to the Invest Shariah Conference 2022. As we return to pre-pandemic times, we're hosting the conference in a hybrid format for the first time to allow us to continue to accommodate a larger number of participants. We appreciate your presence today and are delighted to host you physically as well as virtually. The hosting of this year's Invest Shariah Conference is important, not only to maintain the momentum of previous year's success, but also to keep retail investors abreast of the latest developments in the Islamic finance industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the growth in Islamic finance has been encouraging since the industry first emerged in the 1970s. As at the end of 2020, global Islamic financial assets totaled $3.37 trillion and an increase of 14% from 2019. In Malaysia, Islamic banking assets reached $264.5 billion, making up 34.2% market share for the total banking system assets in 2020. While the Islamic capital market has doubled in size over the decade, by the end of 2020, its Shariah-compliant assets were worth 2.3 trillion ringgit, up from 1.1 trillion ringgit in 2010. Presently, the Islamic capital market accounts for more than 60% of the Malaysian capital market. Overall, Malaysia's Islamic finance industry continues to grow rapidly. It is aided by a favorable environment that is recognized for continuous product innovation, robust financial infrastructure, and strong regulatory framework. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's conference theme, Transforming Malaysia's Economy and Society Through Islamic Finance, resonates well with Islamic finance principles, which encourages economic activities that promote shared accountability and greater risk mitigation while also benefiting societies. Despite impressive growth over the years, the Islamic finance industry, however, is still relatively young and much smaller in size than its conventional counterpart. In order to help the industry to thrive further, it is crucial that we pinpoint the global megatrends on which Malaysia can capitalize. According to Refinitiv, the world's largest provider of financial markets, data, and infrastructure, there are 6 megatrends that can serve as change agents. The first panel discussion this afternoon, featuring Tan Sri Abdul Wahid Omar, will focus on the opportunities and challenges that these megatrends will present to Malaysia's Islamic finance industry. The discussion will next look into how technology, specifically digitalization and artificial intelligence, is transforming the way businesses operate and automate existing financial solutions. Additionally, it will explore the potential for fintech instruments to support the underserved segments of society, with particular emphasis on the younger and the aging population. The second session of today's conference will focus on how the presence of digital banks, which were recently licensed by Bank Negara Malaysia, can promote financial inclusion and shared prosperity. While the deployment of fintech and Islamic financial services creates enormous opportunities, it is not without challenges. These include, amongst other things, a lack of regulatory oversight, cybersecurity threats, Shariah governance uncertainty, and talent scarcity. As such, the second panel session will look more deeply into the various challenges, as well as the building blocks that serve as the foundation for developing a holistic and robust digital finance ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may be aware, Malaysia will be significantly impacted by the rapid aging of society in the coming decades. The World Bank has forecast that Malaysia will be an age society in 2044 and a super age society in 2056. The aging rate increase by which Malaysia is experiencing is remarkable, fast even by global standards. This represents additional challenges for Malaysia, particularly in the field of senior care and more significant financial stability. The Employees Provident Fund, or EPF's recent report, which found that more than 2/3 of the members aged 54 are underprepared for retirement, having less than 50,000 ringgit in their EPF savings. It is therefore fitting that today's final discussion will examine how Islamic social finance instruments can assist Malaysians achieve financial independence during the retirement phase. In addition, it will also discuss policy proposals to assist the elderly community in lowering the risk of developing old age poverty. Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that Invest Shariah conference this year will be a particularly engaging day, filled with robust discussion. Before we start, I'd like to thank all our speakers, panelists, moderators for taking time to participate in our discussions today. My appreciation also goes out to the joint organising team at Bursa Malaysia and CGS-CIMB for putting together a program that aims to effectively address the future demands of the Islamic industry. I wish everyone a productive and enriching day ahead. Thank you.